In what might be the best final look we get before it's released in a few weeks, yesterday saw the release of the official launch trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's the shortest of the trailers we've seen so far, but expectedly, there are tons of quick shots, so let's break it down and see what we might expect in a little over 2 weeks. If you're like me and have been wondering what role the Ninth Sister and potentially the other members of Sidious's Inquisitorius might have in the game, the trailer starts by showing the Ninth Sister confronting Cal on a seemingly jungle planet that's likely Kashyyyk, one that's very different from the one seen in the previous trailer. Clearly, it's more than simply the second sister after Cal, and as we've discussed in our previous trailer breakdowns, it's cool to think that the events seen in Fallen Order will likely lead to Vader's wrath being directed at the Ninth Sister, costing her her right eye. The trailer then shows Cal and an amazing shot of multiple Venator-class Star Destroyers which were used by the Republic during the Clone War. Given the various state of disassembly these capital ships are in, it's clear this is the planet Bracca that's been featured often in the previous trailers for the game, the location where the Scrapper Guild operated in breaking down starships and selling the wreckage to the Empire. The quick shot also reveals an Imperial probe droid sweeping across the screen, as well as what appears to be a Sarlacc, given that we've seen one on Bracca in the first trailer. As a fan of the story and lore aspects going into this game, seeing this process take place as part of the Empire's path to imperialization is great. As we hear Ciri explain that they've lost and the Empire are hunting Jedi survivors, we see a stormtrooper walking past a number of individuals, which based on their uniforms appear to be members of the Scrapper Guild upon Bracca. There's a chance this shot is connected to the one from the first trailer, where stormtroopers were seen on the planet, and could be tied to the reveal of Cal's force sensitivity, making me think this takes place very early in the game. We then see another quick shot of the Empire's Purge Troopers, the last generation of clones created upon Kamino, raising their blasters in front of them, which transitions into our first look of the second sister within the trailer, who's being absolutely dwarfed by the Dawutun Ninth Sister. We've seen this scene before in the previous trailer, and it still very much appears to be one that takes place early in the game, with the Inquisitors investigating an incident upon Bracca. After quickly seeing Cal in action with his lightsaber, and Ciri forcibly telling Cal that they know who he is, likely referring to the Empire, we see the Stinger Mantis vessel emerge from hyperspace. The Stinger Mantis is an S-161 Stinger XL luxury yacht that'll be featured heavily in the game. The great aspect about this shot is that it comes out of hyperspace above the planet Kashyyyk, where Imperial Star Destroyers appear to be blockading the planet. We've known that Kashyyyk will be in the game for a while now, as the official gameplay demo released back in June featured the planet. But of course, the planet in the trailer here undeniably shares visible features with the planet. The fact that there appears to be a blockade connects well with what we know in Star Wars canon lore, as the Empire blockaded Kashyyyk to enslave its population in furtherance of Imperial projects. Next, we have my favorite scenes from the trailer, which based only upon what we see, appears to take place on the planet Dathomir, judging by the wild overgrowth of vegetation and apparent swamplands. We see Cal standing before what StarWars.com confirmed is an ancient temple. And even better, it appears that in the next shot, we see Cal actually confronted by a Night Sister, who states, "You trespass, Jedi." I think there are a few key reveals that allow us to definitively state this is indeed a Night Sister within the game. First, we see the distinctive green glow of the Night Sisters' shadow magic, a technique that's born of the dark side of the Force, and which allowed the Night Sisters to utilize impressive powers. Second, the individual before Cal is wearing red robes, very similar to those worn by the Night Sisters, even having the pointed shoulder pads. Finally, are the unique grayish-black facial markings that were common among the Night Sisters, seen upon Mother Talzin and Asajj Ventress in Star Wars canon. Dathomir and the Night Sisters are well established within Star Wars, featured heavily in the Clone Wars and Rebels TV series, so it'll be great to see how they're used as part of the story of Fallen Order. We then see a couple of quick shots that appear to be gameplay footage, with Cal battling an Imperial Purge Trooper and Scout Trooper, showing off the game's lightsaber and force abilities in combat. At the same time, we hear Cal say that he can't change the past, but he's done hiding. In the closing moments of the trailer, we see Cal come face to face with the Inquisitor, the second sister, engaging her in a lightsaber duel. The location is very similar to the one in the second trailer, and given that Cal appears to be in his Scrapper Guild uniform, I'm still of the opinion that this duel takes place early in the game as part of the reveal that Cal's a former Jedi, acting as the catalyst for his being hunted in the game. After seeing Cal dodge the blaster fire from an Imperial AT-ST, providing flashbacks to Starkiller's efforts in The Force Unleashed, Cal using his lightsaber to block incoming blaster fire from stormtroopers, and the explosion of an annihilated AT-AT on Kashyyyk, there's a brief scene between Ciri and Cal, where Ciri tells him they will always struggle, but it's the choice to keep fighting that makes them who they are, foreshadowing the difficult path Cal will have in the post-Order 66 galaxy. Finally, the trailer ends where it starts, as Cal begins his duel with the Ninth Sister, with the Inquisitor now having both sides of her double-bladed lightsaber ignited, and again seemingly taking place on the planet of Kashyyyk. And that's the official launch trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. With the game being released in a little over 2 weeks at this point, I'm very much looking forward to this game, which I'll be streaming live over on Star Wars Reading Club the day it's released on November 15th. The description for the trailer notes that Cal is embarking upon an epic journey in hopes of rebuilding the Jedi Order, which gives potential we could see something very different from what Jedi survivors Ahsoka and Kanan attempted after Order 66, hopefully mirroring a story like the excellent arc of Jocasta Nu in the Vader comics. But please don't hesitate to let me know your thoughts on the launch trailer and the upcoming game itself down in the description below, as I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and as always, may the Force be with you.